and welcome to my keto kitchen. I'm Victoria, and today I want to show you how to make keto bread with Victoria's keto flour. I want you to see what this flour can do to make bread. It has amazed me and I have to share it, so let's dive right in and get started. The first thing I've done right here is this is 1 cup of warm water. Now, to the warm water, I added 1 tablespoon of inulin. If you don't use inulin, you can use table sugar or honey, but I used 1 tablespoon of inulin and 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. I've let this set here on the counter. I like this to set for 10 to 15 minutes. I want this yeast to be very active because I'm not going to let the bread dough, I'm not going to let it sit and rise. I'm actually going to put this straight into the oven. So I want all of the gases from the yeast activated in this water, so it's going to give my bread a delicious yeasted taste. So I leave this sitting out on the counter for at least 15 minutes. So the first thing you want to do is make your yeast water. If you don't have yeast, if you don't like a yeast taste, it's not necessary. That's just for taste. You would just need 1 cup of warm water. So I'm going to pour my 1 cup of water with active dry yeast into my bowl first. There we go. The next thing that we need is 4 egg whites or half of a cup of liquid egg whites. If you just want to buy the egg whites in the store, that's totally fine. You want them to be room temperature though. Don't have them cold. Next, we want 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of oil. I like avocado oil. Right here is 2 cups of Victoria's keto flour. What I'm learning with this flour is I just used the cup. Whoa. I just used an American size standard measuring cup, 1 cup. I dipped it into the flour, I leveled it off, and I weighed it. When I weighed it, each cup was about 70 grams. Now, according to the math that goes behind creating a nutritional label per cup, this flour should weigh 82 grams per cup, but with this flour, I'm noticing that the absorbency of 70 grams worth, an actual cup full of this flour, 70 grams is equaling 1 cup of flour as far as the absorbency and the bulk. I'm still working with this flour and I'm still learning a lot about it. This right here is 140 grams, which is 2 1 cup measured scoops that I measured and I weighed. I only want 2 cups. I don't want 164 grams, which would be the technical 2 cups at 82 times 2. This is 140. I did make it with the 164 grams, which was 2 technical cups. And the bread came out fine, but it didn't rise as high as I want it to rise. It's still beautiful. I mean, it's still gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous bread. This is going to go in my freezer too, because I think what I want to do is slice it up into slices and then put it in the freezer and then get it out whenever I want it, because I'm also making another loaf. So now I'm going to have 2 loaves of keto bread. But when making this as big and as fluffy as I could get it, it's actually 140 grams. 2 cup sizes is what makes it that big fluffy bread. And I'll compare it with this one, because this is 2 cups at 82 grams per cup. This is going to be 2 cups at 70 grams per cup. So I wanted to explain that to you. I'm learning more. As I learn, I will share. But this right here is 140 grams. Now, I want to explain the last ingredient as well. This is baking powder. Guys, I use double acting baking powder, aluminum free. Okay, now I get this off of Amazon. This is by Windcrest Bulk Foods. I've bought this many times, and I do not plan on changing my baking powder anytime soon. Now, let's mix it up. All right. I have my pan here. I'm going to pour the batter. This is like a batter. It's not a dough. It's very much a batter. I'm going to pour this in here. I've lined the bottom and I've sprayed it. Make sure when you are blending your flour, make sure you blend it very well, because if you don't, you could get pockets of holes in your bread because of the baking powder not being well blended. I'm going to smooth this out. I actually don't think I like scoring this bread, because I find when you score it with this bread that it can open, because it really opens. I think I like it closed. I did not score this one, and I think it's beautiful. So I want to do the same thing here. Okay, so I have finished this right here. This is going into my oven, 350 degrees for 40 minutes, okay? And in 40 minutes, I will come back, show you this gorgeous bread, and we will compare it to the 82 grams per cup bread and see the difference, all right? So I will be right back in 40 minutes. Okay, so this one I just pulled out of the oven. It is still hot. So before we cut into this one, let's cut into this one. Now, I made this one last night. Remember, this one was made with 164 grams of flour, which is the technical 2 cups. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So let's come really close and watch me cut this. Okay, so that one was absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So now we have this one, which was the 140 grams for 2 cups, and this is still warm. This is the one that just came out of the oven. So I'm still going to cut into it, but you have to know, any gluten-free bread, once you bake it, you want to let it completely cool before cutting into it, okay? If you cut into it too soon, you're not gonna get the true effect of the inside, because the inside is literally still cooking. So I'm gonna cut into it anyways. It is nice and hot. Let's get really close and see what the inside of this bread looks like. But you know what, I haven't come close to the camera with this one. Look at this. Just looks like bread. It's light. This is not a dense loaf. Can you hear the hollowness? Okay, so this is a very light loaf of bread. All right, let's get close and cut into this. I almost forgot to toast these breads. I know I will get so many questions about toasting. Yes, of course it toasts. Can you hear that? They both toasted. This one is the one with 140 grams. This is the one with 164 grams. They both toast absolutely beautifully. Like, just see. Regular toasted bread. I burnt one a little bit more, but absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I have cut both breads on camera for you. Now, I want to taste the difference, okay? So, I'm going to cut these again. Now, the one that I just made is still warm, and I'm not going to eat these with butter. Oh my goodness, okay. So I know which one is which, because this one's warm and this one's not. This one is the one I made yesterday. Again, this is the one that has 164 grams. It's the technical 2 cups. Oh my word, I love this bread. Okay, so you know when you go to a grocery store and you buy keto bread, there's this weird like aftertaste. I don't know if it's because they use the cheapest of cheap protein powders. Oh, Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Okay, let me try this one. Oh my god. Okay, they're both super light. Super light. They're both fantastic. Oh my goodness, I don't know. They're both great. This tastes like bread. Like this tastes like the crust of bread at the store. Regular bread. Like, guys, I just have to thank the Lord that He has given me a drive to continue to just make things better, get it more normal as possible. I would have stopped with my original flour more than, probably 2 or 3 years ago now, way before YouTube. I would have just stopped, said this is sufficient, let's just go with it. But that flour can in no way, shape, or form touch this to make this bread. Oh, y'all, this is bread. This is just bread. Okay, this is not like keto bread. This is just like bread, like bread. Light, does not taste like an egg. When you pick your baking powder, do aluminum free. So many people have had different issues with different baking powders. If you're having any kind of trouble, please just buy the one. I'll link it in the description box. You get a huge container of it. Y'all, either way you want to make this bread, I recommend doing 140 grams, which is the actual 1 cup size scoop, for me anyways. I think I like this one better. It is warm. It is warm, though. That could be why I like it better. But let's look at them. No, this one, oh y'all, they just smell like bread. They just smell normal. Okay. This one does come up just the tiniest bit more. It does rise a little bit more. I like this one better. I like 140 grams for this bread. Bake it for 40 minutes. You can turn the pan around at about 20 minutes. Turn the pan around. I will do that because I kind of think my oven bakes faster. The nearest to the back bakes faster. So I do like to turn it around in the oven. That's totally fine. Y'all, this is bread. This is bread. The best bread I've ever made. The best keto bread I've ever tasted. Comparing it to the grocery store keto bread, this tastes better. This tastes more normal. This is fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. So what I plan to do is cut this into slices, put it in freezer safe Ziploc bags. I'm going to put it in the freezer because this only lasts about 3 days on the counter. And then it will mold. So I like to freeze these. I'm just going to cut it up. I'm going to let it completely cool. Then I'm going to put it in my freezer. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This flour is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I am loving it. I am so thankful for it. It is making, at church yesterday, I made a vanilla and chocolate poke cake. Guys, I didn't bring any home. I gave the last few pieces to a friend of mine. Her family really, really liked it, but my whole 9x13, besides the few pieces I gave them, was gone. Everybody really liked it. Nobody's keto, but everybody loved it. They kept coming back and getting more. I even had a nice young man tell me, how in the world do you make it taste normal and you don't use sugar? And I was like, God's just been so good. I'm so thankful for all these different recipes. Y'all, please make this. Make it, then go over to Facebook, post a picture, tell us what you think. I know everybody is interested in what this flour can do. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and you all have a blessed day.